Hello, everybody, and I hope you guys are having an incredible weekend. It has been quite the weekend with a lot of interesting activity, and I have a lot of things that I'd like to sit with you with. And I'd love to get into a deep meditation and some deep energy work that we really need. Good morning from India. Welcome. It's so wonderful to have you. Good morning, France. Good morning, Australia. Good morning. How can you guys hear me? Can you hear me okay? I don't have my mic up today, but I am going to we're just going to go with the flow and we're just going to go ahead and do this. Hello, Monique. So good to see you. Hi, Mona. It's so awesome to be here. So today I'd like to deep dive into a topic that has been coming up this week really powerfully, and also some really interesting shifts that we're kind of about to encounter in a couple of weeks here. And so I wanted to put some very active work out so that I can share with you maybe some work that you can do and begin to prepare yourself in some ways, emotionally, physically, and interdimensionally, for the kind of changes and shifts that we're going through. So we are really beginning to shift in how things are manifesting in our timelines. And one of the things that really come up is the need to understand what it means to be in the present moment, embodied in the physical body. Being completely in the present moment, being completely in the physical body, the presence allows you to bring all bodies into this moment. And you cannot be in the present moment, and you cannot be in this full body without affecting all the different dimensional timelines that are part of what you are. We are a multidimensional body, and that means that there are 13 bodies, the dimensional planes, which are the bodies. The dimensional planes are the bodies, the extensions of our body, which merge together in order to create this space that we call the reality, the physical reality that we encounter. And so what that means is that everything that we are outputting from the internal system, the internal projection system of manifestation, is being fed by the emotions, the thoughts, the thought forms, all of the things that are cored and stored into the root system of your chakras. And so what does that mean when we're talking about some major global shifts in vibrational frequency? First of all, timelines are appearing faster, they're manifesting faster. It's almost as if we are making kind of the way that we're manifesting is becoming faster, in that all of our intentions and emotions in the subconscious mind are really feeding into the physical experience that we're having. So this is something that we need to be very mindful about. Why? Because sometimes when we're not aware what our subconscious thoughts are doing, we could be tuning into fears that have been kind of stored in the very depths of ourselves and kind of rising up, just as we're experiencing these last couple of weeks. And so as these fears begin to present themselves, they become trigger points of other events. And the interesting thing about that is that this is how timelines are created. Every single emotion, every intention, every subconscious belief that we have is feeding into potential timelines that are being created. So this is super, super important that we have to really kind of tune into and see, how are we dealing with that? How are we mindful of the emotions that we're having? Are we mindful of the fears and the subconscious beliefs that we're having? This is more than just thought forms. We are literally talking about the structure, the architecture of the experience that you're building. So that, if you really think about that, when we break it down to the basics, first it's be in the present moment, be aware, and then be mindful of your emotions. These are kind of the three main things that I really want you to kind of take a look at in the next couple of weeks, because they will trigger tremendously chain reactions of events that can change moment by moment. But the wonderful thing about that is that they allow an opportunity, an opening for transformation, and an opening for kind of a shifting in what we're experiencing. And this is something that's really powerful because it allows us to mold, to change, to shift what we're going to be experiencing. Secondly, it allows the ability to begin to come more and define yourself in who you are and what you're doing at this time. One of the things that we really need to do as a collective right now, and when I say need, I use that word very carefully because it's an invitation for you to come into your highest expression. What does it mean to come into the highest expression? It means that you're embodying, you're congruent. All aspects of yourself, mind, body, and soul are congruent. And you have the ability to kind of mindfully navigate the physical realm so that you can choose who you are. What do you want to be? What do you want to do in this world? How would you like to contribute to the world around you? And so all of this begins at the core belief system. So in today's meditation, I'm going to go into the core of our belief systems. We're going to deprogram some of the fears that have been coming up, and I want to reintegrate the fragments of ourselves. We're going to begin to work in the 13-dimensional layers, but I would love for you to activate even more than that. And the reason why we want to activate more is because, as I mentioned in some of these other films that I was doing a couple days ago, we are beginning to shift from one-dimensional collection of frequency, 13 level, into 21. Okay, what does that mean? People have been talking about moving from fourth dimension to fifth dimension, but the way I see the way that we're moving is we're going from 13th to 21. What does that mean? It's not just dimension. We are accessing, we are opening, changing vibrational frequency of all living organisms on this planet in such a way, because of where we're at in the universe right now, the oscillation of movements of all particles that participate in the creation of this experience, this organism, matrix multiverse, is moving at a speed that is now going up to the highest level of 21. And what that means is that all organisms are going to adjust. Not only are they going to have access to the 13-dimensional layers, but also 21-dimensional layers, okay? And what are the dimensional layers? They are the expression of the chakra systems. So we have the root, sacral, solar, heart, throat, third eye. We have our crown, and then we have all the chakras going up into the 13th, okay? Are you working on those chakras? Have you been activating these higher level chakras? If you haven't been activating these higher level chakras, right now you're dealing with a lot of stress in your life. You have conflict going on in your life. You have a lot of problems, frictions, and it's creating stagnation. You feel stuck, you feel lost. This is why. And what happens when we are experiencing these major global collective shifts is that those that are not aware intuitively and adjusting themselves intuitively to these shift timelines are going to be experiencing a lot of friction in the physical body and in the external world. So in order to avoid, more stress, more anxiety, more suffering, the idea is that just like every healthy organism that participates in the greater whole, it has to go with the flow. Okay, it has to adjust. It has to move with the rhythm of the universe. It has to vibrate at the alignment of the collective. If it doesn't vibrate at that, and what does that mean? Does it mean you have to be something specific? No, it means that you have to, more importantly, access your uniqueness, your unique activation of your signature, which means everything in your life that you've experienced from the womb until now has designed who you are as a vibrational frequency. There is nothing that has happened in your life into this moment that hasn't participated in fine-tuning the vibrational frequency that you are. And whatever it is that you've experienced, even if right now you feel that you're stuck and stagnant, all of those things through the alchemical transmutation process of going from suffering into love will immediately shift you back into place where you need to be. And it opens up and activates potential timelines that will fast forward you into greater projects, greater support in your life, abundance, the ability to manifest quicker what you need to carry out your mission. Why? And mission, I don't like to use the word mission because people get stuck on the idea that they have to be doing something. It's like a end goal. And we are really talking about your expression. You are a vibrational frequency that is a collection of everything that you've been. Fine-tuning that means that you're in a state of flow with the ability to embody unconditional love at all times. And right now, our world is experiencing a lot of divisiveness, separation, and a lot of kind of stagnation in that we're not able to evolve, move forward in a way that we're seeing each other as one. We are wanting to see each other as separate, and many things are going to cause illusions, overlays of reality through events, problems that keep coming up. If you're hooked into the system, if you're hooked into the matrix, if you're watching the matrix like you're watching the news and you're watching, you're watching all these shows, all of those are encoded with separation programs that continue to drive very, very complex inversions of truth. And those inversions of truth are confusing people. People don't understand what it means to love, what it means to heal the body, what it means to embody unity consciousness, and all these things. We begin to completely get confused because we have all these ideas implanted into our mind about how we should be, about how the world should be, and it completely distracts and deviates organisms from coming into their highest expression. So this is why it's important to pull away from all of that, come back to the self, hopefully take some time to go into nature so that you can reconnect and begin to move the energy fields in the body. Because when we stay inside these buildings, these square buildings that limit the ability to expand the entire field and activate the morphogenetic field so that we can create healing in the physical body, we begin to get illness and we stagnate completely and create more suffering for ourselves and the world, because again, we are one. So what we want to try to do now, is we want to clear that out so that we can begin to really activate what we need in order to move forward. And if you have a family member in your family, in your friend group, in your colleague circle of coworkers, whatever your nucleus of people are that are suffering, that are here, we affect each other with the work that we do on ourselves. That's why this work is super, super important, because any healing that we're doing in ourselves affects the greater collective, okay? And the idea is that our focus is on the self. Coming back to what we started this conversation with, when we come into the present moment, this is really the only time that we can actually manifest and create. Any other time where your thoughts and your emotions are in the past or they're in the future, you are nowhere. You are just swimming as if you're swimming in mud, going around in circles and circles and six circles, replaying the repetitive cyclical patterns of ancestral trauma that continues to highlight a stagnation pattern in your life. So this is really important because, again, we continue to replay these little loops of thoughts and emotions, and they completely don't allow you to experience joy and love. So it really is that simple. The question for you this week is, do I love myself enough to make the changes that are necessary in order to hold space for myself and others? Okay, your true self, your true authentic self, which is the self without these programs and limitations. So that being said, let's get started. I would really love for you guys to get really nice and comfortable, and let's dive in. Okay, we're going to start by inhaling deeply. Taking a nice deep breath. Remember that your physical body is a vibration. Okay. When that vibration slows down and becomes stagnant, we get sick. Okay. So if you're someone that's dealing with illness, if you're someone that's dealing with anything from a headache to a tummy ache to whatever it is, whatever is happening, problems in your life, you need to speed up your vibrational frequency. You need to elevate the vibrational frequency. And the quickest way to do that is by grounding yourself. So we're going to create a cord that connects the body underneath the armpits, underneath the breast line, the waist, the pelvic bone, all the way down to the center of the earth. And you're going to anchor yourself in the center of the earth. Breathing, breathing deeply, breathing deeply. Okay, I like that. We're going to break the shells of limitation. Okay, breathing deeply, anchoring. And a lot of us, we forget the back of the body. So I want you to visualize this whole spine having a cord that goes down through the center of the earth and anchors itself from the back of your body. So just imagine this cord around your body, 360 degrees. Make your grounding cord really nice and thick and anchor yourself in the center of the earth. Breathing, bringing breath back into the body. We're going to inhale all the way down to the base of the spine. So imagine the oxygen entering all the way down to the base of the spine, the core of the belly, the root of the belly, and exhale, and exhale. There you go. Breathing deeply. So good to be here. So with every breath you take, we're going to go deeper and deeper into a state of stillness. So you're going to begin to focus on your toes, and you're just going to bring complete awareness to the toes. Completely bringing awareness to the toes. And just keep breathing. I'm going to hook up my battery so that we don't lose each other, and just keep breathing. Excellent. As we inhale deeply and exhale. Okay, now that we're grounded to the center of the earth, go ahead and visualize that you have the sphere around you. And it's not that you're creating a sphere around you, it's that you're tuning in to your energetic field. Okay, so go ahead and take your attention as you bring this very still, calming sensation up into the shins, the calves, the knees, the thighs, and you come into a state of complete relaxation, complete calm, into the root of the spine and the perineum, breathing deeply, breathing deeply. Going up into the belly, into the solar plexus. And as you go up the body, not only are you bringing yourself back into the body and grounding yourself, but you're also becoming aware of the extension of energy that is around you. Okay, so just notice as you tune back into your body through this practice, how far out is your energy extending around you in these parts of the body? Check into the abdomen, the back, breathing deeply. Going up into the chest now, breathing into the shoulders with every breath you take. Okay. Going down into the hands, into the arms, breathing deeply. Going up into the shoulders, into the neck, the head, the face. Breathing deeply. In the head, crown. Very good. So now that you brought your attention to the body, check into your energy and notice once again the variations. Do you have more energy around you in the upper body than you do in the lower body? How are you feeling? Take a look at that. Take a look around. How far out does your energy extend around you? Go ahead and notice that. How far out does your energy extend around you? The areas that you don't feel and sense energy around you are the areas that are wide open, unconscious, unaware, heavy, out of balance. Okay. Okay. And now you're going to fill in all of the areas of your energetic body that are open and out of balance. So go ahead and visualize that you are rebalancing the energies in the areas of the body that are completely out of balance. So let's say the chest feels empty and open. Go ahead and visualize closing, sealing, expanding the energy into those spaces as you bring awareness to every single part of your body. Breathing deeply. Breathing deeply. Very good. And now that we're here, we're going to go deeper and we're going to be moving quite quick now. Go ahead and visualize from the center of the earth a powerful wave of golden energy. This is earth energy that's going to come rushing up into the body, creating a vortex of energy. And just visualize that energy rushing up into the body, creating a powerful vortex around the 13-dimensional layers of your body. A lot of people have this kind of tingling sensations in their body. They're going to get, some people get pressure in their third eye when they're just learning how to tune into their third eye and training the intuition. A lot of times we have shivers that come through the body. Sometimes we experience shifts emotionally pretty powerfully when you do this work, and that's why it's a wonderful technique to utilize to recenter yourself. So all of those things are amazing things, and everyone's different. Some people are more, they can feel more in the physical body, and some people they just know. So just notice what's your way of tuning into this information and trust whatever it is that comes up for you. Okay, let's go deeper. So now that we brought in this green energy into the body, we're going to bring down this golden energy from source, bringing down cosmic energy down through the crown of our head, combining with this green earth energy. So go ahead and visualize this green and gold all around you. And we're going to visualize it that it's our vortex that we are infusing with cosmic and earth energy. And what that does is it begins to neutralize, purify, rebalance this physical body. So go ahead and visualize moving that energy. Breathing deeply. Sometimes people feel dizzy when they do this. That's fine. Ground yourself more firmly in the center of the earth. Come back into the body. Don't be in the past. Don't be in the future. Don't be afraid. All of those things are pushing you out of your full potential in working with your energy. Okay? Inhale deeply, breathing. Okay, we're going to take a small percentage of this green and gold. We're going to anchor it back down. We're just getting started. Anchoring it back down to the center of the earth. And we're going to imagine that we're flushing out of the body all the debris that we picked up, any kind of heavy emotions that we haven't been able to let go of this week, thoughts, problems, life, the past, things that we're experiencing that are blocking us in our lives. You're going to just imagine gently removing the energy that is stagnant in the physical layers of the body. Okay. physical and the etheric layers of the body. So go ahead and detox all that out of the body really nice and powerfully. With every breath you inhale, with every exhale, you are releasing that out of the body. Breathing. Okay, we're going to take 80% of this energy, we're going to shoot it up the spine, and from the crown of the head, I want you to create a field of energy that coats the outside of your energetic body. Just imagine that you're going now to be clearing the matrix. So everything that we're projecting through our layers of belief systems, we are neutralizing. We're going to start with the first layer of the body. That's the expression of the root chakra, which creates the film that meshes with all dimensional layers to create the projection of experience outside of us. Okay, so the root, you're going to clear that. Go ahead and visualize that almost as if you're window wiping all this physical and etheric layer of all the debris. Notice what you have in there in the root chakra. Notice what you have. Sometimes we have a lot of fear-based programs, anxieties, doubts, whatever it is that's going on, clear it out. Breathing deeply. Going into the second layer now, the sacral chakra. Go ahead and tune in. What are you holding into the sacral chakra? We're going to clear that out in the sacral chakra from top to bottom. All of the debris that's stagnant in the sacral chakra. Breathing. Those are, this is creative life force, creative blockages, stagnation in relationships, abilities to give, abilities to receive, exchanges, money, abundance. That's the blockage in the sacral chakra. Clear that out. Clear that out. And we know where our limitations are when it comes to these things. Only you know, because you know how you were brought up, you know what your belief systems, your fears, your insecurities, all of those are a direct expression that are constantly creating the experience that you're having. Okay? Excellent. You're going to go back to the solar plexus. You're going to take that combination up your spine and you're going to feed it into the body now, bringing in that green and gold with every breath you take, allowing yourself to absorb it into the physical body, healing the body now. So we're going to direct this cosmic and earth energy into every part of the body that needs support right now, that needs more love. So go ahead and infuse it into the body. If you guys have any illnesses that you're dealing with, any kind of physical ailments that you're dealing with, bring that energy into those spaces, activate, and again, move the energy. So wherever you see stagnation, I want you to create a vortex and just almost as if you're, draining like stagnant water, you're just going to allow it all to clear out of the body. Breathing deeply. Very good. And this is where we're going to start going a little deeper into the deprogramming aspect of this work. This is where we get really deep into some of these emotions that are going to be coming up. Very good. Excellent. Okay, maintaining that grounding core down to the center of the earth, maintaining your protective field around your body, becoming aware of the energy that's moving around your body. Okay, and we're going to go deeper. So now I want you to just really take a moment to sit in the stillness. You are, let's say, the eye of the storm. What do I mean by that? Is that your vortex is moving a little faster now, okay? But let's go in now to the root belief systems that are still lingering in the back processing system that continue to bring out these blockages throughout our day, okay? So as you're sitting there in your meditation, in this state of silence, I want you to start noticing the emotions that come up for you. the emotions that you've had over the past 24 hours. Go ahead and tune into those. What are they? As you tune into these emotions and you begin to review your day from the moment you woke up to the moment you're going to sleep in the past 24 hours, what is the emotion that you most came into? Take a look at that. What is the emotion that you most came into? Okay, so go ahead and choose one of those emotions. There should be one main emotion that you keep coming into, and you're going to feel it in the physical body. So I want you to go ahead, tune into the body. Where in the body is this emotion stored? Go ahead, let's go ahead and discover where we're holding on to this belief system, this program. Okay, as you scan the body and you begin to locate where you're holding on to this belief system, I want you to sit with that emotion. And as you sit with the emotion, all of the discomforts of that emotion are going to start to present themselves. I want you to be very still, almost as if not moving a single part of your body right now, so that you can feel in its all the complexities that begin to arise as you sit with that emotion. You're going to observe. You're going to train yourself to just be an observer of this emotion. And as you feel the discomfort, I want you to name out the emotions that that discomfort triggers within you. So it can be a very subtle sensation, maybe let's say in the right side of your body. Let's say I want you to feel that discomfort, and you're going to connect an emotion to that sensation. Okay? So go ahead and tune into that. Ease into that emotion. Feel what it is, okay? And then you're going to have that emotion coming up. So this is already the root of reprogramming when we start identifying what these patterns are. So go ahead and sit with these secondary emotions that you found. It can be thought forms, it can be ideas, concepts that you're going to be identifying here. Go ahead and sit with that. And I want you to recognize that when is the last time that you felt that emotion? Let's go ahead and discover how often are we feeling these emotions. Go ahead and see. Okay, if it's something that you've been experiencing all your life, this is an amazing opportunity for you to begin to transform that emotion, that thought form. So go ahead and notice now all the memories that come up, they begin to surface of all the memories that how you have experienced this emotion. Go ahead and tune into those. Okay. It can be many of them. You can have flashbacks from childhood. You can begin to see some current experiences that have been happening. Take a look at that. Okay. As you begin to see all of these parts of you, these are your fragments. These fragments are stuck, frozen in timelines of separation and suffering. Okay, so you have been able to identify them in your field. If you didn't do this workshop with me today, you would be having all of these different fragments of yourself in the different layers of your body. And the problem with that is that they create cyclical patterns of experience that continue to create suffering in your life. And so in order to change that, we need to find the root. So with every breath you take, notice how many of those, try to find as many of those that you can. Okay. And as you identify those fragments, I want you to see what's the common theme with all of these fragments that have been hurting in this way for such a long time. What's the theme? What is the belief system that they have that led them to be here in this time, in this space? Excellent, excellent that you're finding the spots, guys. So tune into those parts of the body, and we're going to see all of the fragments that are there in those spaces. Breathing deeply. Okay, what is the common theme with these fragments? What's the belief system? If you break it down to the root belief system, you're going to find some things there that you may not have known about yourself, some things that might be difficult to maybe acknowledge and see. This means you're getting to the good stuff, you guys. I'm very proud of you. So as you see this part of you, what is it that these fragments need in order to no longer continuing disbelief? What do they need to know? Okay, so go ahead and provide them what they need in that moment. And it should be pretty quick, but this is the alchemical process. We are trying to understand how to transform from a belief of suffering into a belief of expansion and of healing. So let's put an example. Let's say that we found maybe some pain in the belly. Let's say, we feel it here in the belly. So we feel into that discomfort, and the discomfort brings a feeling of anxiety. Now we're going to sit with that anxiety, and that anxiety brings you fear, insecurity, self-doubt. Okay, how long are you feeling that self-doubt? How long are you feeling that insecurity? What do you need? Where's the root of that? Is it in your childhood? Most likely it is. And most likely you're actually going to find it in the womb. Okay? That's the powerful thing about these healings, is that we realize that we absorb from our environment all our lives. Okay? So as you begin to observe your fragments, feed them, nourish them with what they need in order to end this cyclical pattern. Okay, if it's anxiety and insecurity, let's visualize that they are feeling a powerful sense of self-love and trust, for example. So nourish them with that trust, nourish them with that love, with that protection. Let them see that they are the provider of all things that they need in that moment. Just observe, just watch and see that. And as you see all of your fragments beginning to absorb this new healing energy within the core of their body, they begin to change. You're going to see them transform before your eyes, and you're also going to feel in your body whatever ailment or physical emotion that you're feeling that's causing you any kind of sensations of discomfort are going to also reverse. Okay, so go ahead and see that. This is how we heal the body. We get to the root thoughts and we transform them. Okay. And at the same time, you're working in the different dimensional layers. So I'm going to add another thing here, a new element to this work that we're doing. How do we activate the multidimensional body, the grid system of the body? How do we do that? What does that mean? Right now, you are accessing memory points that are blocking the movement of your multidimensional body. When you transform that lower moving frequency to a higher moving frequency, energy can flow in that area. Okay, so what I want you to do is I want you to notice which dimensional layer, okay, do we have that stagnation? Okay, so if you, let's say you felt it here in the belly, okay, it's here. It's in the solar plexus area of the body. That means that it's in the third dimensional layer of your body. If you felt it in the root chakra, the sexual organs, the legs, the feet, it's in the root chakra. If you felt it in the heart area, it's in the fourth dimensional layer. If you found it in the throat, in the neck, in the ear, this whole band of your energy here, it's going to be in the 5th dimensional layer, 5th layer of your body. So go ahead and tune in. If you found it up here, it's in the 6th dimensional layer. Okay. Now, if you feel it outside of your body, because this is also potentially something that some of you might come across, you can find and locate it using your intuition. It's anywhere between the 8th and 13th dimensional layer. And what this is, what's happening is that you are clearing out ancestral cyclical patterns. All of this is your holographic DNA that you're reading. So begin to clear that out. You're going to notice your fragments shifting, becoming lighter, becoming brighter. Your body no longer holds on to that suffering and that pain. Okay. And you're activating the layers of your body. Every single layer has a specific geometric expression to it. So I want you to visualize that you're healing and you're repairing the natural flow of energy through the body. Okay, we're going to visualize a powerful white light coming down from source, and it's going to come into the body like a shower. It's going to repair every single one of these layers, pulling out all these thought forms, draining them out down to the center of the earth, breathing deeply. Breathing deeply. Okay, you begin to feel really light now. And you'll notice immediately wherever you don't feel the energy moving, it's stagnant there. Wherever you're not feeling aware or feeling anything, move it. Move the energy in that space. A lot of you forget your back, so I really want you to focus on the back. Bring white light into the back of the body. Okay. You're going to see all of your fragments in front of you that you have just healed. Okay. And we're going to reintegrate them into the body. Check these fragments to see if there's anything else that needs to be healed in their space. Check the fragments. Okay. If you still feel that you need healing, address whatever comes up. Okay. And you're going to begin one by one to reintegrate these fragments into the body. Okay, breathing deeply. And what you're going to notice is that when you bring this energy into the body, they are going to want to go to the parts of the body that they were affecting, that thought form was affecting in the physical. With every breath you take back these fragments, and it's almost as if not only are you completing the physical body, but you're healing that layer. Okay? Breathing deeply. Bringing those fragments back. Bringing those fragments back. Any experiences of the past that are hard to remember, you're going to bring back those fragments into the body, anchoring the healed aspects now, not any aspects that have not been healed. Okay? Healing means shifting in that perspective, becoming whole by broadening your perspective of what you're experiencing. Okay? Give you some time to integrate that, and we are integrating 7 bodies in, 7 bodies out, coming down into a state of neutrality, negative infinite. And all layers of this net field become neutralized now. You're going to feel a really powerful calming energy. Okay. Let's go ahead and go up into the 10th dimensional layer. And we're going to clear that 10th dimensional layer. This is the layer of our astral travel, our astral projection. Okay. And what we're doing is we're going to clear out any blockages here so that we can begin to navigate the higher dimensional planes in our dream time. It's very important that we are always conscious in our dream time. And how do we train ourselves to become conscious in dream time? Is by learning to become conscious in our waking state. We train ourselves moment by moment to be completely in the present body, aware of our environment, aware of ourselves, aware of our intentions at every moment, because the intentions are what are inputting into this matrix for experience. So it's the same, because the same way that we're experiencing a matrix here, a holographic experience, we're experiencing a matrix in all these layers until the 13th dimensional layer. Okay. Excellent. We're going to go ahead and see all of our ancestors. Bring all of your ancestors in front of you that were linked to this thought form that you just healed. Okay. All of your ancestors in a crowd in front of you that are holding on to this belief system that you just healed today, right here with me. Go ahead and see them in front of you. And you're going to shine your crown light on top of them, and you're going to see a contract. Go ahead and take a look at that contract. This contract represents the root of this cyclical belief system, this cyclical program. If you feel you're ready to let this program go, go ahead and dissolve that contract. Okay? And what you're doing here is you're working kind of like on the back end of the processing system of your multidimensional body. Okay? You're clearing out the subconscious belief systems by bringing awareness to these belief systems, these agreements to experience this. Okay, so as you clear all of those out, all the contracts, you're going to visualize neutralizing energetic cords, and you're going to inhale deeply, bringing back your life force in the body, and exhale, releasing anything that you took on that doesn't belong to you, anything that you believed was yours or your responsibility. You're going to just let that go. Okay, breathing deeply. Breathing deeply. Releasing. You're going to feel another layer of complete release at this point. Okay, so you've been doing a lot of heavy releasing. We're going to recharge the body now. Let's go ahead and clear our space from all of these things, everything that are limiting beliefs that have blocked our ability to manifest and create and embody our highest expression. Go ahead and check in. What is the thing that you fear the most when it comes to embodying your highest expression? What is it? What's the block for you in that area? Go ahead and tune in. When I say embody your highest expression, you're going to have a reaction to that. It's going to be very emotional or physical. Check how you respond to it. It might be very, very subtle. So pay attention. What does it take for you to embody your highest expression? Okay, and only you know what that is, because everyone's journey is unique. Everyone's signature is unique. So go ahead and tune in. Okay. Go to that part of the body. And you're going to focus on those belief systems. Okay. Transmute it once again. What's the opposite of that? It's choosing fear and love. So you're going to bring white light into that body, embodying unconditional self-love in that belief system. Unconditional self-love. And you're going to feed it into the body, breathing deeply, providing nurturing for yourself, healing, protection, security, love, support. Very good. You're going to start working with the root chakra. Go ahead and focus on the root chakra at the base of the spine. You're going to spin it as fast as possible. Spin it as fast as possible. You're going to bring white source light, clearing out that root chakra. Go ahead and visualize white light clearing that root chakra until it's completely crystalline clear. Crystalline clear. Breathing deeply. Clearing that root chakra. crystalline clear. It can be red, just make it crystalline red. Okay. You're going to visualize the chakra is kind of like a flower. It has like these things that look like petals. So they're like these vortices that come out of the center core of this vortex. You're just going to visualize repairing any of those petals of your chakra that have been distorted, broken, shrunk. Usually they shrink or they contract. So allow yourself to heal the petals of that root chakra front and back. It's really, really important. You're going to, because what you're doing is, it's almost as if you're combing through your energetic body, and you're going to feel an immediate shift in the body. Okay, so go ahead and do that. Bring that so that your chakra looks like radiant, healthy, clear, whatever color it is. You're going to go up to the sacral chakra. And in the sacral, you're going to spin it as fast as possible, bringing white source light into that sacral. And you're going to infuse it with white light, expanding, clearing all of that stagnation, bringing it into a state of complete neutrality, clearing, crystal clear with that white water. So crystal orange. Make it like a beautiful amethyst, not amethyst, amber, like an amber colored crystalline orange. Okay. Combing through those ribbons of light, vortices or petals, however you see it, bring them, repair the body. When we have trauma, these usually contract, so you're going to expand it back out. This is you're working in your energetic body. You're going to go up to the solar plexus now. Spin that yellow chakra as fast as possible, bringing white source light into that yellow chakra, clearing out any kind of debris in this third dimensional layer until it's crystalline yellow, like citrine. Okay, you're going to visualize clearing, combing those petals, combing those vortices, clearing out that body once again, until it feels really calm, really balanced. Okay. You're going to go up to the heart chakra. Go ahead and visualize spinning that heart chakra as fast as possible, bringing white source light into the heart, and you're going to clear and comb that throat, that heart chakra. Once again, repairing those energetic petals, the expression. A lot of you might have a lot of stagnation in the back of the heart. Go ahead and spin that really, really fast until it starts to move quickly. It's almost like you're draining out pipes, stagnant pipes, or a drain or something. Just imagine flowing that energy through until it starts to move fluidly, okay? And you're using your intuition, and you're also sensing your body. This is how you're communicating with your multidimensional body, okay? Breathing deeply. You're going to go up to the throat now, spinning it as fast as possible. It's a blue light until it's crystalline blue. Combing out any kind of breakages, distortions in the throat, any belief systems around not being able to speak your truth, communicate, express. Bring white light into that space. Clear it out. Really nice and clear. Okay, you're going to go up now into the third eye. Go ahead and spin that chakra as fast as possible. Clearing out until it's amethyst purple. Okay, really, really fast. Clearing out those, combing out those blockages in this energetic body. Breathing deeply. Very good. And you're going to go up into the crown, okay? The crown, the center of manifestation. This is the key. We did all of this work now to bring us here to this part, because this is where we're going to really begin to hone our manifestation abilities. So you're going to go up to your crown, and as you're spinning that crown really fast, you're going to activate the color of manifestation that is designed for this moment in this time in the universe. So as you are visualizing, I want you to visualize a color that represents your highest expression during this shift in this universal moment. okay? This non-linear timeline that possesses access to all dimensional fragments of ourselves that have tools, information, everything that we need in order to embody our highest expression. Go ahead and activate that crown. Activate that crown, clear it out, and fill it in with this color that you see. We are aligning ourselves so that from this moment forward, everything that we experience is in alignment with our highest expression. Okay, go ahead and fill that in. Into the areas of career, into the areas of love, into the areas of abundance, into the areas of manifestation, into the area of health. When you activate these areas in your body, they will absolutely always be in alignment, because this is the center of manifestation and projection into the physical. So this is how you can begin to train yourself to manifest what you need at this time, okay? The next is family, relationships, harmony, balance, creativity, that's sexual energy, creation, money, and finally your purpose. What are you here to do? Fill that in, okay? As your crown is active, we're going to go up to the 8th chakra. 7th and 8th must always be active all the time in your body, grounded, activated. Go up to the 9th. You're going to activate the 9th. Activate the 10th. Activate the 11th. Activate the 12th. Bring yourself into the body. Anchor. You are now expanding your body. As you activate these higher dimensional planes, you are expanding the body energetically. You are creating a foundation of energy in your body. Go up to the 12th. Activate the 12th. Activate the 13th. Okay? And if you are able to activate higher, go up to the 14th. Notice how you begin to shift in how you see things. Go up to the 15th. Activate the 15th. Anchor yourself into the center of the earth. Ground yourself. Ground yourself really firmly. Imagine that your core, your body, has just expanded itself into the core, into the earth. Okay, go up to the 15th now. Activate the 15th. Notice how you're creating this incredible anchoring pipeline of energy through the body, and you have an access of the center core. So now that we have activated up to the 15th, we're going to activate the core energy cord through the center of the body. Okay, so we have 2 cords, one going through the center and another one that goes down through the core of your body. So go ahead and visualize this cord, and this cord goes all around the parameter of the earth, creating an access of the hologram. Okay, you can affect things, you can change events, you can change what you experience. But your solar plexus, your emotional body, has to be in check. Means that you have to be very aware of what your emotions are at all times, because this feeds into this projection. Okay? If you're in a state of fear, you're manifesting more fear. And right now we are manifesting instantly. It's instant manifestation. And that instant manifestation chooses the timelines that are available to you. And they speed up. Our access to the potential timelines are just coming like this. So this is how quickly we are moving through things, okay? So as you anchor this solar plexus, this cord through the body, we're going to make sure that we're managing the root sacral solar. We're gonna close it just a little bit. We're gonna maintain it nice and controlled and aware. When I say controlled, I really mean aware. You're aware of what your emotions are doing in the emotional body, sacral, and root, okay? And you're going to expand your heart. You're going to expand the throat. You're going to expand the third eye. And you're going to expand your crown. Okay, go ahead and sit for a moment, visualizing the white light moving through your body. Source, I'm talking about source. We are source, a fractal of infinite consciousness. And right now you're channeling source through the body. Okay, you're allowing, you are holding space for that to come through. So this is a great moment for you to receive messages that you need from your highest expression on what you're doing right now. So I'm going to take a moment of silence, and I want you to tune in and listen to what you need in this moment in order to pull forward in the work that you're doing, body, mind, and soul, for your highest expression. So let's do that now. Something so simple like one word, it could be one thought. Just listen to the messages. Excellent. Breathing deeply. Very good. Very good. So go ahead and bring yourself back now, back into the room. And just notice the thoughts. Notice the calmness of the mind, the stillness of the mind, the quiet of the mind now that allows you to move in a more clear direction. Clear direction is an emotional and an energetic awareness. We have clear direction when we have our emotions in check and we are aware of ourselves and our very root intentions. Okay, so we are training ourselves to cultivate this masterful creation. You are a masterful creation in the making in vivo. Okay, wherever you are, mind, body, soul, you are creating into reality. So let's create responsively, let's create expansively, and let's create in a way that we are united with Mother Earth. We are working with her. And as you tune in to the new messages, because you're connecting to the grid line of the earth through your core center, you begin to make choices that are more in alignment with nature. They're more in alignment with what is good for the whole, not just ourselves, not just others. We are one. Okay? So go ahead and bring yourself back into the room. And I want to thank you so much for joining me today. It was truly a pleasure to work with you. And if you have any questions, if you felt something was difficult to see, this replay will be up. You can go ahead and take it slow. You can slow it down and do it really slow. And take your time, pause the video and go back to some of that clearing, because every single one of these thoughts can take us down into rabbit holes of information that we can open up, layers and layers that help us expand. So it's really important to pay attention to the messages there and do the work that's necessary. I want to thank you so much for joining me. I love you so much, guys. Let me just take a look at chat. Oh my gosh, we have lots of messages up in here. Mr. Rogers, so good to see you. Thank you very much for being here. Beautiful comments. Erica Nelson, hello from Eugene, Oregon. This is wildly powerful. I'll have to come back. Thank you so much, IT guy. I really hope that it assists you. And if you have questions, please put them down so I can help answer them. I love your last activation. I'm going to have to rewatch it. Thank you, Myla Rose. Thank you so much, RR2. Jay Zen, you are so on point as always. James Spice, hello. Narendra Garantla, thank you so much. My apologies for saying that wrong. America Sanders, do you feel a tingling sensation when you feel your energy expanding? Absolutely, you can. As I mentioned, each one of us has a different way of translating energy and vibration. So some of us sense things, some of us know things, some of us feel things, some of us hear things. So it depends on which one of the clairs, are you clairaudient, are you clairsentient? Which one of those senses of the 5, 6 senses are you tuning into, and what's your language? Once you know that, this kind of work becomes really easy. How do you identify that? By just calmly observing yourself in stillness. The more that you can sit in stillness, your gifts and your languages, your vibrational languages will become very clear to you, because in that stillness, the very subtle awareness that is awakened within you has a very distinct language that only you know, and that's how you can find that. Teresa, so wonderful to see you. Truth Seeker, nice. Polido, so good to see you. South Florida, California, Christy, Monique, Bryant, JD, beautiful. Geraldine and the Arcturians have explained so much to me. Wow, that's amazing. Angel Wings, hi Geraldine. Do you do sessions at your office now? No, I'm doing virtual sessions now, just because I'm traveling a lot for some work, and so definitely connect with me. I do work internationally with people. Thank you so much, Zarelda, Hazel, Natalie, Journey Within, just joined in, we'll definitely watch. Brad M, feeling better. Yes, that's what I like to hear. That's what I like to hear. Mr. Rogers, thank you. Name is Daniel. Daniel, so good to have you. I will have to rewatch your video from the beginning. Looking for OBE, HemiSync. Very cool. All right, lovies. Have an incredible week. Manifest, embody, be aware, and I will see you soon. Much love. Bye-bye.